Hey everyone, it's Susie, and I wanted to share a little journal that I have made. I'm working on another one, but I think I'm going to wait until the following week to share it with you. I have some new things that are coming to the shop that I'm also going to do in a separate video. I've got some fun vintage things and some fun crocheted things, so that's something I want to share in a separate video. But anyway, I have this little journal. It is made from Prima's Love Story collection. And anyway, I'm going to share it first, and then I'm going to share the little projects for you ladies who don't do Facebook. This was my project yesterday on Sophie's Notes that I do the Facebook Live from the Somerset magazine. And anyway, I made the little friendship notes. This came out of, I'm not sure what edition. I'll have to dig it out real quick for you and find out what the date was on it. And then of course I have made some more little tags that are going to be fun, but I'll share them too here in just a second. So here's the little love story journal. Here I've just I've just ripped so that it would be nice and ravelly. Just a piece of really nice little piece of it's kind of like a linen. So here is the front. It is just the pamphlet stitch. Here's the back. Really pretty paper, that vintage love story. Here is something new that is going to come to the shop. These are some little rosebuds that Sharon is making, and I'll give you more info on those in the other video. And here is also a little fan. It's a really cute little crocheted fan that I have used there in the bottom. And I've done some layering with some cheesecloth and just some stained fabric. And I did use cardstock or craft cardstock for the cover. I have used some of that Prima washi tape. This is the Amelia Rose washi tape just to reinforce the spine. Here is from that collection, the Love Story. Here I've just used a clip to clip this on. This is the spare parts from Hobby Lobby. The little clips there, they're almost like the little Tim Holtz vintage clips, only they have they have numbers on them. And this is just a tag from the collection that I have attached there with that clip. And did some, of course, collaging with the washi tape and sewing. This is just some vintage school paper. The coffee stains, some music paper. This is a vintage hanky right here. Super cute. I've just cut it out and actually kind of made it like a tab there. Linen pocket. This is super cute. These little crocheted or tatted things here. Really fun. Did some layering here with a 7 Gypsies pin. Another little tag from the collection, and it is foiled. Those tags are foiled. And then did some collaging here. Did a little stitching there. I'm not sure what I've got hung in there. I think I might have some paper there. I'll get that out. Here is some vintage paper. I've used some washi tape to reinforce it. This is a piece of glassine paper. I've just stitched a Pinterest image there. This is some of that vintage paper. Here is just a little pocket, and this is kind of like a little torn journaling tag there. Use some, this is probably a vintage lace right here, and then just stitched on. This is actually vintage ledger paper. It looks really nice, I know, but it is actually vintage ledger paper. Here is just a flash card with spring on it that I've done some layering. Here's a little piece of that glassine paper that I've kind of made a little booklet out of. And it just sits in the pocket. Here is another one of those foiled tags from the collection, and I've stitched some crocheted lace on it, and it's held with that little one of those little vintage looking clips. And then I've just sewed some rosettes here, and then this is of course from the collection with a little layering, some more layering of the music paper, and there's some more of that really pretty vintage trim there. This here is just a little tag, center of the signature. Another little linen pocket. This is off of a tablecloth or a table runner or something here that I have cut, and that's the actual lace. It's a vintage piece. Here I've just made a kind of like a bow here. I just twisted it and made a bow. Added one of those little flowers from that other vintage tablecloth or whatever it was. Here is just a little pocket. I've got a little bitty booklet in there, just with some coffee stained paper, and I've put some little pink rosettes there on it to match all that pretty pink going on, and it just sits in the pocket. And then here is some more of that tags from the collection music sheet. Here's another just foiled tag from the 12 by 12, and I've made another little booklet there and just stitched on a little piece of the paper there, and it just sits in that little pocket. Did some collaging here of some old there's some music paper, there's just some some little trim. Now this isn't vintage here, but there's a little, excuse me, a little vintage piece of fabric there. I'm actually filming this on Saturday evening, so it's been a long day, so excuse the yawn. Here's that other half of that glassine paper, and I just have a Pinterest image. Here is just a little collage going on. No pockets, just collaging. And then here is just another little collage on this music sheet here. Then I have another little tag. And this is one of the foiled tags. I didn't care much for the foiled paper, but now I do like the the foiled tags. And then I have just made a little flip there for you to journal in. More collaging. And here is the back. So anyway, this is my little vintage love story journal. And of course it's in the Etsy shop. So I think I actually turned that around where you could see the... Well, I don't know why I don't have it in there, that's why. I'm like, I don't know why I'm having a hard time. There we go. Alright guys, so that's the little journal. And then here are some little tags. I have purchased some layaway and alterations and repair tags that I have in the shop, but I altered a couple of them. I altered the layaway and the alterations there. I was actually going to alter a repair one, but I just ran out of time. So I did use a little bit of the gesso there, yeah, and painted it a little white there on both sides of the tag. Then I have just some of the little guest checks that I have redone. So, I mean altered. That's kind of what... These went so fast last time, not everybody was able to get one that wanted one, so I kind of just did a few more. I don't have a lot, but but I do have a few more, and I've just layered lots of lace and different things on them, rosettes, buttons. Okay, now for the projects that I did. Let me get the magazine while I'm thinking about it. I used actually the same magazine, I think, that I did a project out of last time. This is the Somerset Life, the October, November, December 2017 issue. And the one that I picked this time was the Friendship Notes. This right here, the Friendship Notes. This is the one I tried to mock best I could, and then I kind of just went out on my own and did the other two. You know, just went with my own direction. I did not use a book page here. I actually used a sheet from the magazine. So anyway, let me show you those. It was a lot of fun. I always enjoy everybody's input that joins me. Now that there has a little there we go. It has a little tail here on the inside, and that wants to stick just a little bit as you put that in. But anyway, this is the one that I tried to mock out of the book. I did add some little tatting here and did add a little tatting here. Used a photo booth image from Pinterest, some washi tape, and then this is a Glassine envelope. I've just cut the side out of it. And then for the inside, instead of the book page, and they just whitewashed or gessoed it, and then they could write on it, I actually did you know, the page out of the magazine. And here is the back. And I've just painted on it so that you could actually write over it, and you can still see the image. I went a little heavier on the white gesso than what I wanted to, but it's still, you can still see the image, and it'd be perfect for writing on. So anyway, that's kind of the direction I went, or my take on the Friendship Note. Trying to, well, I'll put that in there as well. Trying to make it like the magazine. And then this one here, I used a craft envelope. This is an Earthwise envelope. It's nice, and it is thin. It's not a real heavy, it's not thin, but it's a thinner one than normal for a craft envelope. And I really like it. I coffee stained it, and it's all crinkly. My images are from Pinterest, and I just did some collaging. This is some old hymnal cover here that I've just tore up and used. Used some rosettes, and this is off a vintage table, oh gosh, not a tablecloth. I probably said tablecloth in the journal, but I think it was a one of those linen doilies that you used to put on your table. So not really a tablecloth. And then I used my We Are Memory Keepers typewriter and just put Best Friends Forever. And then here is a piece of coffee dyed paper, and I have wrinkled it up. I have, it just looks very, very used and wrinkly. I've folded it every which way. And then I did use the same image here as what was on the cover. I did some little stamping. That's a Prima stamp. It's just a small stamp there. Oh, and I didn't even notice, but look here where I sewed the square in. It caught the little stamp there. That's really cute. And anyway, just did some little stamping there from that Prima stamp. And this would be really cute to just write, you know, an event or something, you know, that you did with your friend. Okay, so then this is the one that was really fun. This one I used a Glassine bag. This is a small Glassine bag here. It is a 5 3/4 by 4, and it's probably a little more with the tail there. Yeah, it's about a 6 1/4, counting the little tail there. My envelope is a 6, about a 6 1/2. by about a 3 3/4. So, but anyway, this is the Glassine bag here. I actually had a lot of collaging, and the ladies helped me put this together yesterday. And I just have some tatting on it, some vintage tatting, buttons, rosettes, different things here. I added the button later. I thought it still needed another one. So that's something that I added after my live yesterday. This is a image from Pinterest, and then just the Glassine bag. And then what I did was I just made a little belly band. This is some paper you can actually get at Hobby Lobby. I found it over by the picture frames and things, not in scrapbooking, but over by the picture frames and the different things there for the arts that you can do. And then I've just, since it was You're the Best on the cover, this is actually off that vintage hymnal. It was called The Best of All, I believe. And I just tore off the words The Best. And here it is again, off that hymnal. And then you open it up, and this is just a little collage here. This is a Pinterest image. I actually made this a very small kind of journal. I've just got 3 papers folded in half for six would be 12 pages, six sides, 6 halves, and 3 halves, 6 sides, and 12, I believe, pages is how you count it. And then I've stitched it down the center, and there is some more of that stamp. I've just stamped. This is actually a pocket that will hold different things that you want to maybe keep in your journal. So, and I've just did it with a little bit of lace collaged under there. But anyway, guys, this was my project yesterday on Sophie's notes. That was a lot of fun. It was just a ton of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I'm already trying to get a hold of the new Somerset studio for next month's project. I'm going to do it again in the end of April, so that's a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, this is some of the goodies I just wanted to share with you today. And like I said, I am going to do another video with some new stuff coming into the Etsy shop. And if I get my other journal done, I will try to get that in there too. So anyway, guys, have a great Easter day. I love Easter. Easter for me, of course, is the resurrection of Jesus. And anyway, I just hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.